Pre-release 3 is out for Minecraft 1.21 with more bug fixes. My name is Slime and this is a video showcase of all the changes. But before we get to that, a change to the Windburst enchantment that was not in the changelog from pre-release 1. Let's have a quick look at that. The Windburst enchantment now gives a lot more of an upwards push. You should expect to be knocked up 7 blocks per enchantment level, which comes out as 21 blocks up at level 3. Since Windburst also doesn't negate fall damage like wind charges do, that is just under lethal damage with no armor. So you better have your feather falling on or your water bucket at the ready. Let's get into the fixes in pre-release 3. Entities would have the wrong rotation when loading into a world, that is fixed in this version. And boats now once again place in the direction you're facing. When you enter the end, you now once again face to the west, that is towards the center of the island. And throwing an ender pearl through an end gateway now once again grants you the remote getaway advancement consistently. Lots of fixes for boats and leashes. Leashed boats now show their leashes properly when loading back into a world, and after teleporting to another dimension. Leashing a boat to a fence now adds to the leashes already there instead of popping them off. Unleashing a boat no longer drops an item in creative mode. Chest boats can now be leashed even if they have a passenger. And boats hanging on a leash no longer bounce upwards excessively. In other news, a bug that caused the player to repeatedly take damage after using a mace has been fixed. And so has a bug that would let the player step up more blocks than they should if they stepped onto a block while falling. And tamed entities no longer look at their owner if they get stood up when far away from them. In visual news, MIP mapping now works properly for moss carpets, which means they now look better from some distances and angles. And taking a map out of an item frame now properly removes the green marker. This version also contains a few technical changes in Data Pack version 48. For Enchantment Effects, the Replace Disk entity effect type has been renamed to Replace Disk. Yes, with a K. Summoning an entity with a rotation now makes that entity pop up rotated appropriately, and the Execute on Leisure command form now also works with boats. And in addition to that, this pre-release also comes with several stability fixes, including crash fixes and fixes for data upgrade problems. And that's all for this version. Thank you for watching, my name is Slime and I'll see you next time.